Cozy Crypt is a homebrew D&D-ish podcast, teaming with Appalachian folklore, American cryptids, and found family energy. We believe in respect, tall tales, and not being a dick, but the show has cussing and horror themes, so listener discretion is advised. But before we get started, remember to follow and rate the podcast, which I keep forgetting to remind people to do, and then I think no one's listening, and then I get sad. Also, we have Discord and socials, and it's fun to hang out, so come hang out with us. Yeah! Okay, I'm done. Let's get started. Welcome, y'all, to another episode of Cozy Crypt, a creepy yet cozy Appalachian D&D adventure where I, your game master and or dungeon master, Olivia Wake, am leading these weird little cozy creeps through the weird little creepy woods. And with me are my players, Jessica Kaplan.
Hello, playing Bobbi MacMilgen.
Caitlyn Murphy.
Hey there, playing Aster Davis.
René Padilla.
Hello, I'm playing Harlan Grey.
And first-time player, long-time DM, now no more DM, mwahaha, David Wake.
Hi, I regret many life choices. I am playing Selwyn DeWhit.
Yes. Okay, so does anybody remember what happened last time?
Yes, we fought the bull cannon with actual cannon for hands.
Yes.
And killed him with coexisting.
and his little creepy minions.
Yep.
He turned into a blob of gold and we got arrested.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
By a chickadee lady.
You got arrested by a chickadee
By
lady?
a chickadee lady. Chickadee-dee-dee.
And we tried to run, but we realized that in real life, you just can't do that stuff.
We failed.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. But I did say that the green had called us, and she hesitated at that moment, and we were still handcuffed, but we were politely handcuffed, I'd say.
She also recognized the marking that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And she also had some sort of, I'm guessing, fey-like creature of like a hummingbird.
A chickadee.
Yeah,
Is that what it was?
chickadee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A
That
cute little guy.
Bobbi can kind of sort of talk to.
Do you guys remember what his name was? She did say it.
No. Oh, no.
First person who can remember his name, I will give you a inspiration that you can use before you go to sleep.
I have something that just says name, Fatera.
No, that was the name of the bus.
That was the bus.
Yeah. I do not have it.
No, I do not have it either. I'm so sad.
Dishonor on you.
Somewhere on her danger kitty.
I found it. It's Pip.
It is Pip. Yay. Take a point of inspiration.
Yay.
Hooray.
Notes to the rescue.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Okay. David, cue the music.
Stop it.
Sorry.
3 seconds of that. After 3 seconds, we don't have a copyright.
So David's going to have a lot of fun editing this.
Probably. Oh, fuck. Damn it.
Was that a gummy or a dice you lobbed at our game?
It was a gummy worm that has been tossed at Olivia that she did not catch.
I did not, and now his hair on
That
it.
was a natural one for catching gummy worms.
Look, Dex is not one of my natural skills, okay? Like, it's not my highest. Okay. You guys ready now? So we pick back up with the four of you, nestled in the back of a cop car, wrists cuffed, the taste of copper and sweat still in your mouths. Behind you, a body sinks deeper into a bog, and ahead, a gravel path winds towards a town called Cozy Crypt. Or maybe Cozy Hollow, you're not quite sure anymore. The tires crackle as the SUV pulls away, leaving the so-called devil's pot and that scene for someone else to solve. But you, crammed uncomfortably together in this cage, can barely make out anything beyond each other's bodies. The windows beside you are all smeared with Appalachian summer, humidity clinging so thick that the forest looks more like a melted oil painting. The only clear view is through the front, where the wipers thud back and forth, and a tiny bird, a chickadee, rides on the dashboard below, feathers puffed out, beady black eyes trained on you. In the front seat, Sheriff Ward says nothing. Her jaws set, her hands are white-knuckled on the wheel. Occasionally, you catch her eyes in the rearview mirror, flicking from face to face, but she never speaks, just drives as those headlights peel away the dark. And then the SUV begins to tilt, tires grinding over loose gravel, easing its way downhill.
Not again.
Oh, man.
And for a moment, the memory rises. Screeching metal, tumbling glass, the highway vanishing beneath you. Your chest tightens. And then you remember not the crash, but what came after. Those green glowing eyes. A space that wasn't here, but wasn't gone either. Just still, like death paused. You didn't talk about it. You didn't want to think about it, but now, hemmed in by steel and the scrape of stone, it presses close. And if you wanted, it feels like briefly you could speak without being overheard.
So we can talk about what happened earlier? Like, did this guy just really melt into gold into a giant bog?
I mean, that's not the weirdest thing that's happened today.
But
Considering we've bound 2 cryptids, seems par for the course wherever the fuck we are.
Aster, you're kind of quiet. Are you okay?
This is a lot. I was supposed to just go to the forest for a camping trip. I'm in a forest. This is not a camping trip.
Where were we all going? I just left a hunting trip. I was heading home. Bobbi, where were you going? Or coming from?
I mean, I was heading to Wilmington to find my parents, or at least a friend of theirs. They've been missing for a while, so I was just gonna try to bop around and find them.
They've been missing for a while?
Happens from time to time.
Selwyn, his brain does not compute the fact that she's okay.
You are surprisingly upbeat. Is this just you?
I mean, yeah, it's a little weird, but, you kind of gotta roll with the punches, you know?
mean, I didn't say it was weird.
My family's just gone. I don't know where they are, but you know what? I'll just bop around here and find everything. That seems... I appreciate your, happiness.
Boppin' Bobby.
Boppin' Bobby.
Nah, I've been called worse.
No, it's not an insult. Like they said, it's kind of refreshing considering everything we just went through.
Nah, I mean, we got superpowers somehow, and we're not dead, which is always a bonus. So, I figure we talk to the nice police lady and her little Pip, and we'll just try to explain that we didn't actually kill the guy. We just used our powers that we got from these magical creatures, and it'll be fine. Okay, I know how that sounds, but we'll find a way out.
We did kill him, though.
I mean, did we? Because it kind of seemed like he already had some other stuff going on. Like, I don't think people bleed gold. I have never met someone who bleeds gold, and I've met a lot of people.
I killed him with a coexist sign, I think. We're gonna have to be a little more cognizant of that.
Well, I mean, if worse comes to worse, I've broken out of jail before. It's not hard. What? You guys haven't ever been arrested overnight?
Yeah, but not...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go around telling everyone, oh, shucksy doodles, we're gonna just break out of the jail.
I love Bobbi.
Did anybody else notice the reaction that the sheriff had when Selwyn here mentioned the green?
But I'm not sure what it means.
Is the barricade between where we are to the front seat, is it like a metal fencing or is it like the glass?
It's a metal fencing.
So we can talk through.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, speaking about that, Harlan just kind of leans into the fencing. Sheriff?
The little bird goes,
I think I just got cursed at by a bird.
You did. It's okay. He's very friendly, though. I think he just wants to wait until we get to the station. Yeah.
Harlan is staring at this little bird, not knowing what to go ahead and do.
birds actually have eyelids similar to what we have, but with a third nictating membrane. And the membrane you see shrinks.
It focuses in.
It focuses in on you.
You are making an enemy of Pip.
I don't know how I feel about this whole thing.
Are all four of us stuffed in the back of like a sheriff SUV
Yes,
right
you
now?
are.
We're a bit cozy.
We are very cozy.
Mhm.
Those things are not large.
And two of us are wearing leather jackets.
Yep.
Right, so you were heading home, and you were heading to Wilmington, and you were just, where were you going to go camping, or were you just going to go just trek out in the woods somewhere?
I was going to Acadia National Park.
In Maine?
Yeah, my normal bus was broke down, so they told me to get on this one.
Oh, well, you're definitely going in the wrong direction.
I've picked up on that now. I noticed that we had been driving a little longer. Thought maybe just the rock slides and stuff, that maybe they were causing a bit of an issue, but not thinking that anymore.
Yeah, everybody just give me a straight intelligence check.
18.
Okay.
17.
10.
20. Not natural.
Sweet babes. You three, Bobbi, Selwyn, Harlan, you guys definitely paid attention in your geography class. Aster, directions are hard. They are. They're real hard.
Aster knows, like, history
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Aster does not really know directions.
That's okay.
She knows how to get to the forest,
Uh-huh.
and she knows how to navigate the forest itself.
With help. The three of you, though, Bobbi in particular, you remember a couple things, like you were headed to Wilmington.
Mm-hmm.
And the distance between Arcadia and Wilmington is quite large.
Exact opposite directions.
Mm-hmm.
Because Wilmington's a little beach town in North Carolina.
Yep. Harlan, you were headed back to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, for some reason, Bobbi, you would remember that guy got on not too long after you did.
Wait, where's home for you?
Austin?
Texas?
Yeah.
I'm a little confused, because you were heading to Maine, I was heading to Wilmington, and you're heading to Texas. Those are all in completely opposite directions.
Where the fuck did we get onto this damn bus? Like, what city?
Y'all all got on separately. The bus stopped several times over the trip, and y'all all got on at separate moments.
Wait, Selwyn, where were you heading?
Flew into Richmond, Virginia. Wasn't really going anywhere. Was being called more to the place.
But you got on in Richmond, and all these people got on after you.
Right.
It's kind of the wrong direction, particularly when she got on in Maine.
She got on in Maine or going to Maine?
No, I got on in Maine.
In Maine.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobbi got on in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Georgia, Maine, Texas.
So, who was first and
Virginia.
who was last?
You were first.
I was last.
I was first.
Mm-hmm.
And then Aster.
And then Aster.
Bobbi. And then Harlan.
Mm-hmm.
Harold was taking a very long route.
Harold was taking an impossible route because of the fact that you can't go from Richmond, Virginia to Maine in a couple of hours.
So then, Miss DM,
Mm-hmm.
are your players just real bad at geography, or is there a reason for this?
Everybody but Aster,
Aww.
who trusts. You know what? Actually, Aster, I'll give you a shot. Everybody, give me a very quick insight check.
Listen, I just bought these dice, and when I am not rolling for things,
Mm-hmm.
I get above a 10.
I believe you.
17 again.
Okay.
A natural 1 plus 5.
Wow.
I got a 17 as well.
17. All right.
11.
So Harlan is pretty smart, but not very insightful.
Not at this point. Not being handcuffed in the back of a cop car.
Okay. 11, 17, 17, and 5, but a natural 1. Okay. Harlan, you only just met Harold, but you would trust him with your life. He is the most amazing person you have ever met.
I mean, Harlan's still very concerned about him being in the woods by
Oh yeah,
himself right now.
he's all alone. He could be killed. He's a poor little man.
I mean, but I also figured that right now,
Mm-hmm.
because I have this weird cryptid spirit that's connected to me, does the spirit feel how uncomfortable Harlan is in the backseat of this car?
You feel oddly empty right now. There is no sort of feeling of weight of something being there present.
Like it doesn't feel like it's there at all, or like I'm by myself?
Like somebody who you're talking to on the phone and they have put themselves on mute.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to answer your call.
The
He's ghosting you.
However, my other friends, including Aster, you think this through. There is literally no way that all of you could have been picked up in the same night from all of those locations, even at the speed that the man was driving.
Right, he was going pretty fast, but not that fast.
So, does that mean Harold is magic? Or does it mean someone wanted us here?
Harlan kind of chuckles to himself. Maybe it was the bus.
So while y'all have that going on, though, you're feeling that little rumbling of the car, and all of a sudden there's a thunk-thunk. You look out through the front, and the trees break. Through the front window, you see grass. well manicured, mixed with clover, and suddenly the slick shadows around you seem to lighten. The night is retreating as little bits of moonlight ease the weight. Then the SUV settles as it meets flat ground, and even through the foggy back windows you can make out that there is now a comforting glow of street lamps. But when you look through the front, expecting to see the town, you instead catch sight of a large house. It's behind a metal fence, red brick and colonial, kind of like a stately mansion from one of those Southern Living magazines. Only many of the bricks look cracked, some of the shutters hang crooked, and comically, tucked against the outside of the fence sits a dingy silver trailer. It's rust-stained, junk is strewn all about, and in front of it stands a man, which, if you guys would like, you can try to give me a perception check to see if you can make him out as you pass by.
Ooh, that's a 9. Bobby's not perceiving shit.
13.
DC 15, guys.
18.
Hey!
Yay!
15 on the dot.
15 on the dot. Nice. Okay. Selwyn and Bobby, you attempt to see, but like just by looking, you're breathing on the glass and it fogs up. Harlan and Aster, though, you remember, oh wait, it's clearer through the front anyway, so you look through the grate, and very briefly you can make out this man. He looks like he is scraped from the bottom of a whiskey bottle. He is wearing a sweat-stained tank, he has a beer gut, he has a greasy comb-over, and there's a cigarette glowing at the end of his fingers. He's the kind of person that just seeing makes you kind of want to wash your hands. But worse is that he has a sneer on his face. A smug, ugly thing, like he thinks he owns more than he's ever earned. And he is shooting it directly at the car, super pleased. But you will notice that Sheriff Ward doesn't glance his way, and neither does the bird. Instead, they turn the wheel, or she turns the wheel hard.
The bird does it.
The bird turns the wheel.
The bird is on the wheel.
The bird goes.
The bird is driving.
We got that Looney Tunes logic.
Mm-hmm. Instead, she turns the wheel hard, bumping the SUV off the gravel path, over a curb, and onto a stretch of unexpectedly smooth pavement. It's hard to see as the street lamps become more sparse, but you feel the car hang left, and then through the front, you glance a few sleepy houses tucked back from the road. They are the very height and style of Appalachian stubbornness, just generations patched together. And behind them, you catch a few more buildings, though these are tightly packed, kind of like the backside of a town square. And as the sheriff then takes a slow left, and then another, a streetlight floods through the windshield and you see it. It is, in fact, a square, the heart of the town. Its details are hard to make out through the humid fog, but on your left you catch the shadows of buildings stacked side by side, old storefronts and jutting overhangs. Trees line the sidewalk in regular intervals, just shapes in the haze. But you can make out the faint glimmer of fairy lights wrapped around their trunks, flickering softly as if the trees are dreaming of being stars. Then, as you turn onto the square, something shifts. The window to your right suddenly begins to clear, like a chill just brushed the glass, wiping away the dew. It's weird.
Right.
You kind of like move a little away from it for just a second, thinking, ooh, that's not natural.
Just for understanding, how are we seated?
I was about to ask the same thing because I don't think we talked about that.
You did not talk about that. Let's see. I imagine Aster on the far, far end, away from the right.
On the
Aster
left?
on the
Sorry,
left?
Aster's on the left
You're on,
window.
yes,
Left
you're
window.
far on the left. Goodness.
Okay.
Then probably you, Harlan. Then probably Selwyn. Then probably Bobby.
Okay, so Bobby's up against the right glass that just got super
Yes.
cold.
Yes.
Okay.
Pressed very hard.
Does Bobby feel cold, or does she just see the glass go?
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
Yeah.
It's not like
I mean,
ice, but
compared to what is a very muggy backseat.
it is pretty chill. Very nice. You kind of want to put your face on it.
That was a little weird.
Feels nice.
And you're going to see, in particular, all of you can look through it, but Bobby, you see very easily that through the right window, you see what you can assume is the town's focal point. There are 3 places in a big sort of central green space. On the farthest edge of town, there looms a large Victorian mansion, 3 stories tall, with a slender tower that juts up like a watchful lighthouse. It is forest green, accented by a creamy white wraparound porch. and the front door casts this golden light down upon a wide, inviting front steps. Beside it sprawls a tangled garden with trellises and wildflowers and a single apple tree leaning over the steps. And just in front, a wooden post bears a swinging sign that reads, "Grieve Inn." And as it rolls past, you'll see that directly in front of it is a wide circular green space. It is stretched and flat, and it has no path or paving stones, just trimmed grass and a few twinkling trees. But at the center stands a statue, though from this distance and hour, it's hard to make out what it depicts. You can attempt, if you would wish.
I'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
And so are you saying this is in front of the house? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are we rolling for perception?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, yes. Give me a perception check. I blanked.
That is a 23.
Whew!
11.
Ooh, DC 17, guys.
I didn't make it.
I didn't make it either.
13.
So Bobbi can see because she's right up against the
Yeah,
clear
is
glass.
it just Bobby?
It is just Bobbi.
Bobby,
I
you
just push
jam
her.
your face up against it so hard. You're just like, you're scrunching your nose. You're like, I can see this. I know I can.
Yeah.
And you do catch it. The statue is of 3 human figures, standing back to back, 2 women and a man, each facing different directions. After that, you pass a little too quickly to make out anything further. But you do notice that following that, past the green, directly across from the inn, is a graveyard. It's enclosed by walls of tall, mossy stone, though you notice that the front gate is open, and you can glimpse through it rows of gravestones, some chipped and leaning, others new, but all facing inwards towards the cemetery's center, where a towering dead oak tree rises like skeleton hand out of the earth.
How big is this dead oak?
It's enormous.
Oh.
It's leafless and gnarled, which is strange because it's summer, so you would think it would be full and green and alive. But instead, it's sad. And as the wind stirs, its bare limbs sway like arms reaching for you. Slow, begging, as if it wants something that you've forgotten.
You said that the graves were all pointed towards the tree.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a kind of an awkward thing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, like, depending upon the religion, it would be facing east or things like that. Okay. So it's literally every grave is pointed.
Every single grave is pointed towards the tree.
No matter where they are.
Well, as you can see.
Well, right.
Does it look like something like killed the tree?
Give me an insight check. You, with advantage, actually.
16.
16. Okay. Aster, you know trees.
Yep.
You had this strange, innate connection with them your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And as you kind of gaze out and you see this looming, massive shell, you kind of open yourself a little towards it to just see if anything pings back, and it is quiet.
Everybody just sees Aster kind of come away from the window a little bit with like this look of what the actual fuck.
Aster, you okay? You look a little ghostly right now. Is everything all right? Harlan kind of shifts a little to the side and looks at her.
Yep, I'm good.
That doesn't sound good.
Don't worry about it.
What do you see? And Harlan looks out the window to look at the tree as well and just kind of dead stare at it. Just you're trying to peer through it.
Give me a quick perception check, just to see if you catch something.
22.
22. Okay. You're staring at it. You do notice that a few of the tall limbs have this strange little blue glint to the end of them. And as you're looking down closer to the ground, you see a flash of movement by the gravestones.
Aster, did you see that? And he grabs her. Well, she can't grab the shoulder.
He bumps her.
Yeah, just kind of nudges it with his shoulder on to this. Just, hey, look, is this something in the graveyard?
But as you say that, the SUV rolls past till the graveyard fades into shadow behind you. And Sheriff Ward pulls up to a large concrete box of a building. It is gray with all sharp angles. Its lit windows are throwing sterile rectangles onto the pavement. And you don't even have to ask to know it's the town hall, mostly because there is a giant copper sign out front stating it. And as Sheriff Ward puts the car in park, you catch her sigh just as the headlights bounce off another sign tacked beside the door, this one impossible to miss because it is printed in cheerfully loud pastels. Welcome to Cozy Hollow, formerly Cozy Crypt, your new favorite mountain home. It's loud and obnoxious and making an obvious effort to downplay the town's former name.
I just want it noted that as you were describing that, David looks up at me. It's like it's a very Bobby sounding sign.
It's a very Bobby sign. And you notice Sheriff Ward shakes her head before thumbing her radio to announce, Will, I just pulled up. Get out here. Then she exits the vehicle while her little chickadee tilts its head, gives a tiny little beep, 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 and flits out after her.
Does it give Harlan a look? Like
It doesn't even look at Harlan.
Okay. I did have a question.
Mhm.
As we were going through, did I see any creatures?
You did not.
Nothing like what I had seen
You
before.
have seen literally nothing. It is just a town.
Okay.
And if anyone would like, they can glance at the dashboard and see what time it is, which might answer your question.
Yes,
What
I
time
do.
is it?
I
What
do.
time is
What
it?
time?
It is literally 2 a.m.
Oh.
So between us crashing,
Mhm.
walking God knows how long through this forest, meeting
Mm-hmm.
our little... Everybody else had a nice guy. I had a little creepy imp dude.
Matches Selwyn's energy.
Mhm.
Oi. I resent that, and it's true. Does that seem right, I guess? Are we feeling like time dilation here, or are we...
It depends. None of you had asked to check your phone, so I'm not entirely certain if any of you knew the time. However, Harlan, give me a insight check because you did have your phone out. You were looking at it. There is a possibility that you just happened to have seen it.
It's 19.
19? You remember when you looked at your phone, trying to get signal, and you got that little alert. You just out of habit, your eyes took in the time. It had been 1:15 a.m. It makes no sense.
So literally 45 minutes passed, and we felt like hours.
Mm-hmm.
Harlan's looking at the dash, remembers back the time. This is not... And he just kind of keeps it to himself and puts it to the back of his head. He doesn't say anything out loud.
Okay. It's barely a minute before an indigenous man runs out of the town hall. He's in his 40s, wiry, and similarly has long black hair, just like Sheriff Ward. He's in a tan uniform that's less crisp, more lived in, with his badge pinned askew. And while his hand rests near his belt, it doesn't touch his holster. He slows as he reaches the SUV, frowning through the window at the four of you crammed in the back, before shooting Sheriff Ward an almost exasperated look, of which he immediately says, "4 at once? Seriously, May?" And May responds, "You prefer I leave them to just sink a body?" He pauses, glancing back at you all before scrunching his face up almost doubtfully. "You could have at least waited for backup. I got them here, didn't I? Besides," and she leans in, "they've got the mark." The man makes a face. "What? More of them? What's going on?" And May just shrugs. I don't know. Just get them inside before someone calls Hicks." He sighs and opens the SUV, motioning to you with a tired kind of politeness. "All right, come on in, folks. A bit of paperwork first, and then we've got a comfy little cell all ready for you." And he starts leading you in. You guys going smoothly?
Does anyone help us get down out of the SUV with,
Oh,
our,
yeah, they're
with our
helping.
arm?
They're helping
Okay.
you, yeah.
Or do we just like...
No, they just throw you out. No, they're helping you out.
Okay.
And if you're walking through very smoothly, just coming with them, you don't really notice anything happening in the town. It's quiet, early morning.
I keep my bits and bobs in some of my back pockets. Could I?
What bips and bobs are you speaking of?
My pen. Can I try to grab my pen to...
Yeah, go ahead. Just like you can grab your pen. And are you trying to do it very secretly?
Mhm.
Sleight of hand.
17.
Okay, yeah, you're able to grab your pen out.
So I grab it,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to pick the lock.
You do not have thieves' tools, correct?
No.
Okay.
I don't have thieves' tools, but I specifically remember I have old-style ink pens, like dip pens that have a little bit of... Okay,
It's more so you don't have the proficiency in using it like that.
I know.
You're definitely welcome to try.
Aster's just walking forward.
Good girl.
Knows the drill on this.
Same with Bobby. She's not too concerned. You can tell who's been in jail before of this crew.
Whoops.
You'd high-five each other, but you have no hands.
I was a 5.
Oh, buddy.
You try a little bit, but as you're being escorted, you hear this and all of a sudden May comes up behind you and yanks the pen away. Goes, "Nice try."
Can't blame me for trying.
I mean, I can't blame you for it, no, but I can blame you for murder. And she starts walking you in. So you guys get inside. Inside the town hall, the air shifts. It is cooler, quieter, stiff. It's not exactly welcoming. You do notice a modest waiting room with linoleum floors that creak under your boots, plain metal uncomfortable chairs, white stucco walls, the kind of basic 60s town hall. There is a corkboard that hangs nearby. It's cluttered with curling flyers of events long past, chili cook-off from 2013, a sign that seems to stay up all the time that says Weird Woods Summer Festival, and an opening flyer for something called the 8th C, dated 2020 and now marked through with a massive red X. There's a reception desk, presently empty, and past that, there are 3 directions, all marked by a swinging sign. To the left, there is a hallway marked Sheriff's Department. To the right, another hallway marked Post Office, and tucked at the back of the room, a staircase curls upwards towards the second floor, where a sign indicates Mayor's Office. Will and Sheriff lead y'all down the hallway to the left, obviously. They go past faded plaques and aging photos of other sheriffs past, which, if anyone is interested in just seeing any of those photos as you pass, you are...
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a very quick perception check.
15.
16.
Aster's just...
You're just blind.
Aster knows what's going on, highly disassociating,
right.
and is like, all right, let's just get this over with.
Seems right. Selwyn and Bobbi rolled well. You move quickly, so you don't have a whole lot of time to inspect it. However, you do notice that all of the photos of the sheriff's past are of indigenous people that look remarkably similar to the 2 people who are in front of you, and all of them have the last name Ward.
Hey, are you related to them?
The sheriff just kind of sighs, but Will goes, "Oh yeah, that's our family."
Oh, that's cool. Like a family business. That's really sweet.
Yeah, it's a long line.
How did you guys get into that? I'm so curious.
Well, and Sheriff Ward immediately goes, "Will, shut up."
Bobbi just gives like an apologetic shrug.
And he just kind of shrugs back. Eventually, the air starts to smell faintly of burnt coffee and paper toner. And at the end of the hall, there is a heavy swinging door, which Will pushes open to escort you all into the sheriff's department. And as you step into the precinct, you do notice there's a faint sensation, kind of like walking through static.
Ooh.
But the place is not much. It's one large room lit by humming fluorescent lights. Against the far wall are 2 small holding cells, each with a narrow cot and a toilet too close to everything else.
At least there's a toilet.
Yep. Taking up the rest of the room are 4 mismatched desks, a dented filing cabinet, old cork board that is surprisingly empty, and a small table by the door with a coffee maker on top. May starts escorting you guys over. You hear her mutter to Will. You send Yin out to secure the scene, and Will says, "Right after you called it in, she's on her way to the pot now. Wasn't too happy about being woken up, you know. It is a school night."
Is she a teacher?
Huh?
Yen.
Will just kind of like flats. And the sheriff goes, "She's my deputy."
Oh, does she have kids?
You don't need to know that.
Just trying to make conversation.
Just sit down so we can get you processed, okay?
Okay.
Does Will have a little name tags or
Name
whatever
tags?
that say like sheriff
what they
or
do, what
deputy
they are?
sheriff or whatever?
Uh-huh.
Does he not have anything on his name tag?
It says officer.
Oh, no nepotism here.
No baby officer. Okay.
Can we speak to the green?
What?
Can we speak to the green?
Will sits you down, and he starts kind of like just quietly asking you, Bobbi, since you've been polite, like, can he have your license and all of your information kind of thing. The sheriff, however, looks at you, Selwyn, and says, "What do you know about the green?"
I was chosen by something called the Nine Rouge, and that we needed to get here.
Well, you got the mark, I'll give you that, which means you're green-bound, which means the land invited you, so you're technically welcome here.
Are you really gonna process us for killing a man that had cannons for hands?
Like, did we kill a man?
I mean, he was a man.
This-
Look, as far as I saw it, that was a dead body. It looked human.
It had gold
It
coming
was
out of it
bleeding gold.
and had guns for hands.
Oh, don't forget his little nice little, well, not nice, but like his little helpers. Kind of
Yeah.
like Pip, only very, very rude and kind of racist.
What are you guys talking about?
Had little demon things with him.
What are you talking about? He was a man.
No, he
No, he
was
wasn't.
not.
Give me an insight check.
Everybody?
Mm-hmm.
18.
22.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Nice.
Nice.
Aster is reminiscing of the last time that she got arrested.
Okay, yep. So you're just bopping. You're having a Bobby moment.
She's
You're
bopping like Bobby. She is a Bobby bopping.
I'm just sitting there like, we got to get processed. We're probably going to be here for at least a night.
Yep.
You got jail PTSD right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody else, you look at this woman and she has no idea what you're talking about. As far as she saw it, it was a dead body.
Sheriff Ward, is it?
Yeah.
Would you mind doing something for me, please?
What would you like?
Could you take my glasses off?
I'm sure. She takes your glasses off
She sees the opalescent eyes.
and has absolutely no reaction.
No reaction at all.
Mm-mm. She just looks at you and goes, oh, great. Okay. And then just puts your glasses back on. You get the sense it's not the first time she's seen something like that.
All right.
Sheriff, you got to understand. Something came at us in the woods.
What I saw was a person, and you all covered in blood.
Gold blood.
Blood. And she reaches over to you, Harlan, and kind of shows you a bit of your shirt. There's legitimately red blood on your shirt.
It was leaking gold. Sheriff, you have to understand. You have to believe us. Look, is there anything that we can go ahead and do?
Do you have anything on you to prove it? Anything at all? Harlan, you do have one thing you took from the scene. You kind of shuffle a little bit, and you can feel it tinking in your pocket.
It was a coin, wasn't it?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Got the dagger stabbing through
Oh,
the wasp
yeah.
on it.
I do. He tries to reach around, hands are tied behind his back. He's not used to being in cuffs, so this is not a familiar feeling for him. He tries to reach into his pocket. Just reach into my pocket. There's something that signifies that.
Do I have the right to search you? Do you give consent?
It's right there. You could just go ahead and take it.
Do you give consent to be searched?
You have to
gotta
answer
say.
yes or no.
Yes, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, she starts frisking you. Very roughly. She is not kind about it.
Oh,
I like her.
that's Renee's reaction, not Harlan's reaction.
And immediately she does find the coin. And she pulls it out.
Yeah, that.
What the hell does this prove? It's just a coin.
It came from him. It came from that thing that fought us in the
Will,
woods.
have you ever seen anything like this? You're into this sort of stuff. Will grabs the coin, and as it passes by and he kind of puts it under a little bit of a lamp, you can see it a little better now. It is a gold coin, about the size of a Liberty dollar, but where Lady Liberty should be, there is a wasp, a large one. Its wings are caught mid-beat, and its body is impaled. But as Aster had said, it had looked like a blade. But looking more closely, it's not a blade. It is several strands of twisted chains in the form of a blade. The chains go through the wasp's thorax, sending it in air like a museum specimen. And above it is a single word that is stamped, and it says Apocrypha. And Will stares at it, turning it over, curiously confused. And he goes, I've never seen this before. He pulls out another coin from his pocket. It's silver and not really recognizable, and oddly it has a little hole through the center of it. But he uses it by balancing the gold one on his finger, and he uses it to hit the gold coin and hear the sound of it. And he goes, well, shit, that's real gold. I've never seen a bank mint like this, though. He hands it to Sheriff Ward, who shakes her head, then closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. As she turns the coin over in her hand, Pip shifts sharply on her shoulder. His feathers kind of ruffle a bit, and you feel this weird tingle. Subtle at first, and it crawls up your spine like a spider, slow and patient. If any of you want, you can do a nature check to see if you can figure out what she's doing.
19.
15.
18.
2.
So everybody but
Harlan's like, she just frisked me.
It's a lady touched me.
Got touched by a lady.
It's been so long.
By a southern girl. She touched
a
me.
southern lady.
She asked for my consent.
You don't know how you know this. You know that some part of her is trying to discern what this is, and Selwyn and Bobbi do notice a small little green glimmer happens under the coin as she's holding it. Aster, something inside of you gets a little bit of feeling like you know what this is. You don't know why you know what this is, but something in your head, not the voice of Mothman, But another, innate knowledge says she's sensing whether this is evil or good.
Would Bobbi know what Apocrypha means?
Apocrypha? You're welcome to give a nature check. Or not nature check. No, let's say history. History check.
Can I try as well?
Yeah, sure.
Sheriff, what are you doing there?
She doesn't answer. She's just focusing on it.
Are there plants in here?
No, oddly enough, there are not plants in here.
Shit, I rolled a 9.
That would be an 11, so no.
I'm afraid neither of you know what Apocrypha is.
Damn it.
So she doesn't respond to you, but she eventually opens her eyes, turns her gaze to you, Harlan, and suddenly says in a very sharp way, "What is this? Where did it come from?"
This is from the creature that fought us in the woods. This was in its hand.
He pulled it from him.
Before it turned into a creature, it was a man, and it had this in his hand. I tried to help him, and I grabbed the coin. And then it turned into that thing that we fought.
Look, I'm going to give you one chance here. Is there anything that I need to know about this?
That's all I know. This is all that happened. This thing turned into a giant monster with gun hands out of nowhere and attacked us.
This is not the time to be lying to me, sir.
We're not lying.
We're not lying.
I'm telling you the truth. I don't know what else to go ahead and say. This is what happened.
What answer are you looking for?
Where the hell you guys came from and why you killed a man right outside of my town.
From all over, and we were escorted by Harold.
On the Herald Express?
We all got onto
What the hell is that? Am I supposed to know what that is?
We don't know what it means either.
It was a bus.
What do you mean was a bus?
We all got on at different bus stations, run by a name Harold, running a bus called the Herald Express.
Clever.
It is.
That fell off the mountain.
Yep, we hit a rock
We
slide.
had a rock slide.
Saw green eyes.
Harold is still out in that forest somewhere.
Wait, there's a survivor out there, but
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
stayed with the bus.
where exactly? Because if there was a rock slide, I'm pretty sure we would have felt it.
It was about, 1.8 miles?
No way in hell. We would have felt that.
There was a mile marker.
Yeah, mile marker said Cozy Crypt. It was a trail.
It was really weird woods.
He has a sat phone. He gave me his phone number.
Okay, just give me, at the moment that she starts thinking, you guys hear the little radio. There's a burst of static, followed by another woman's voice. Sheriff, you read me? I'm at Devil's Pot, but, look, I don't see what you're, but before you can hear any more, May stiffens, and without a word, she pushes past Will and steps into the hallway, letting the door swing behind her. There is a narrow wire glass window in the door, so if you would like, you can attempt to see if you can make out what she's saying.
What are we rolling for?
Give me a perception check. DC is 16.
18.
9.
There's too many heads in the way. That's a 7.
My two boys see it pretty clearly. Harlan and Selwyn, you both see her lips moving very quickly. She looks very flustered, and you make out the words, "What do you mean there's no body?"
Glances over at Selwyn, just a quick eye glance at him.
There's
Hopefully
no
just
body.
kind of interpreting, through vision. Did you hear what she just said?
And then suddenly she pushes back into the room. The door swings violently, and May says, "I know what I saw." And then she looks back at Will and says, "Yin needs assistance. She's blind, apparently." And then she looks all at you guys and says, "I will look for the wreck, like you said. I will look for this." What did you call him?
Harold.
Harold.
He's really nice.
Do you want the phone number?
He's got the sat phone number.
Will, can you take it? I have to go help Yin, and just keep me updated. Then looks at him and says in a very razor sharp tone, "Keep them in the cell until I get back, and keep them quiet. We do not need Hicks sniffing around here." Will, giving a mock salute, says, "Yes, sir, ma'am."
Before she leaves, I look at her and go, "What's the primal?"
You see her back stiffen.
We were told when we were in this liminal space that someone would never deprive the primal.
You all would remember you haven't spoken about that yet. So the fact that Selwyn is saying this is quite interesting because none of y'all have talked to each other about what you saw in between.
Harlan looks at Selwyn, kind of gasp.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to say anything, but he's just, every word that's coming out of his mouth is being observed thoroughly right now.
Okay.
Bobbi tilts her head, narrows her eyes.
Yep.
The only time you see a serious expression on her face.
Okay.
And then it's gone.
And May looks slightly back at you, Selwyn, doesn't smile, then just turns and walks out. Pip, on her shoulder, flutters his wings uncomfortably, as if he is suddenly feeling a coming storm.
Bye, Pip.
Of which Will gestures towards the cell and says, all right, in you go. Just please don't give me any trouble.
Could we be unhandcuffed if we get put in here?
As soon as you walk in, I will uncuff you.
All right.
After we get uncuffed and we're in the cell, Harlan puts his arms on the bars. Why does the sheriff have such a problem with Hicks? Is there something going on? Is there something we should be concerned about?
Who is Hicks?
Oh, no, Hicks is the mayor.
Is he nice?
I mean, yeah, he's...
You're not a very good liar.
I mean, I'm not lying. He's just a bit of an idiot.
What's with the Cozy Hollow, Cozy Crypt thing?
Oh, that's recent. He just recently changed the name. We had a bit of a financial flub a couple years ago, and he's just attempting to bring more people in. We're kind of a small town.
You got a cool statue. What's that of?
Oh, it's the founders.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it was, 2 women and a guy. Do they got names?
I mean, yeah. Do you want to know them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want to know about where we are.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it's 2 women and a man. One of them is my ancestor.
That's awesome.
Which is pretty cool. Melly Ward. She is my great grandmother.
He Sel in a moment goes, she must have been pretty great then.
He looks at you and kind of does the little finger guns.
You guys see Sel, since we've had the cuffs taken off, he pulls out his small little notebook and writes that down.
With what pen?
He has another pen.
Oh,
He has all
nice.
the pens.
Okay, so Melly, your great-grandma.
Yeah.
Great-great-great-grandma. Okay, who else?
There's Rebecca Murr, and the man is Ezekiel Hicks.
Like, related to Mayor Hicks?
Yeah.
Let me guess. Good old Ezekiel was the first mayor of the town?
Yeah, how'd you know that?
Just a guess.
And we're guessing Melly Ward was the first sheriff, or...
I mean, yeah, she was. I mean, I don't actually think that the department was fully formed at that time, but she was the guardian.
lawmaker.
Yeah.
A lawkeeper.
Yeah, the guardian.
That's so cool. What about the, weird tree in the center of the town? I think it was by a graveyard. I mean, not to call it weird or anything. It seems kind of just...
The dead oak?
Yeah, it seems kind of dangerous, that's all. Because I've definitely climbed on dead trees, or it looks really sturdy and big, but then, you get to the top, and then the roots start to go... So
I mean, it's been there for forever.
Has it always been kind of dead looking?
Yeah, that one.
No, that's recent. Last year, it didn't have as good of a year, and this year, it's just not come back.
Have you called an arborist? That seems really sad.
We're a very small town.
I mean, I could try. I took some arborist classes in college.
Oh, all right. Maybe tomorrow?
Yeah.
I mean, if you couldn't mind taking a look at it, it's kind of important.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it seems really sad not to have this tree that's super important to you guys be okay. But I'd be happy to help.
Yeah, that'd be great. You're real nice.
Thanks, so are you.
Well, you are very well informed about everything that's going on here. And
You're giving us a lot of information.
Well, I mean, I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah, but aren't we supposed to be under lock and key?
Oh,
Bobby
shit.
just kicked Selwyn. Selwyn! What he means is that we know procedure is that you're supposed to read us our Miranda rights, which you totally impliedly did, and that we need to be sitting in the cell, which we are doing.
May's gonna be so mad at me.
I won't tell her if you don't tell her.
Yeah, you didn't do anything
You
wrong.
didn't do anything. You just told us what the town name was.
You know what? No, you're right. You're right.
Why don't you go take a water break? We'll just hang out here in the cell, and you just go take a deep breath.
Chill, have a nice night. Try to get some rest if you guys can. I got paperwork. Yeah. Nice meeting y'all.
Nice meeting you too.
He's just immediately going to start walking to the furthest desk and put earbuds in.
Bye, Will. Dude, what the heck?
Sel looks at you, has written something as, my grandmother told me to try to do this. You've got nice teeth.
Thanks, I think.
And then he just crosses that out. He takes his notebook, crosses that out. I guess that wasn't the correct...
I mean, it's fine. So, future reference, if you're trying to pay someone a compliment, maybe start with smile rather than teeth. Teeth gives off a little bit like serial killer vibes, but
I mean, you're smiling all... And you've got a very wide smile, so you can see all your teeth.
Okay.
And I wanted him just to go away, so...
I mean, there are better ways. Besides, he was giving us important information.
Yeah, but You see that boy? He's going to tell May that he told us all that. He's not going to keep it in. Do you want him to get in more trouble?
That's kind of the point. If they're distracted with each other, then we can figure out how to get out of here, including the very nice not deputy taking me to the center of the town, which he promised to do.
Harlan looks at you very concerning. How many times have you had to do this?
I mean, you kind of lose count after like 15, no. Well, there was that time. No, I didn't technically steal the Stanley Cup. I just kind of borrowed it. They were super drunk. It was fine. I forget.
For a Stanley?
Like the Stanley Cup, like the big ass hockey thing.
But oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the like TikTok version of cups that
I
are
thought-
stupid expensive for no
No.
reason.
I was about to ask, was it like the 64-ounce one or the
No,
72-ounce
2
one?
So this thing is like 3 feet tall. It's like 30-ish pounds. People get real wasted and do real weird shit to it. I was just kind of moving it out of the way because they were very drunk and in my way. And I was like kind of trying to make it to the back of the club because someone was trying to give me MMA. And I was trying to like avoid them and try to be nice about it. But, you know, apparently if you take it off property, they think you're stealing it. But it was fine.
Bobbi is my favorite.
I've done some questionable things too, so you know what? I understand.
Also, what do you mean you remember the...
Liminal space.
Yeah.
All right. 2 people we're talking. Man, something ancient and old.
You remember that?
I thought it was a dream.
With all that's happened to us, you think that's a fucking dream?
Look, I'm not trying to get on case over here, but it's hard to understand everything that's been happening. You do know what time... Do you know what time? Do you know how long we've been doing this? It's felt like hours. It's only been under an hour.
What?
Since before the rock slide till right now, it hasn't even been an hour yet.
That's not surprising. Bigfoot's in your head. The Wampus Cat's in yours. Mothman's in yours. And the Nine Rouge is in mine. Time dilate and us having similar things is what's going to get you weirded out.
For not knowing what's going on right now, for the fact that each one of us are contacted by a mythical creature.
It's first time being contacted by one.
Is it not yours?
No.
So then yes, this is kind of weird for us.
Aster, have you been contacted by a mythical creature before?
Not exactly a mythical creature.
Puff the Magic Dragon is not a mythical creature.
It's more like I can feel or hear specific things.
Like
When we went past the tree,
the dead one?
it wasn't just dead. It was completely silent.
It's a tree.
I can feel, and sometimes, depending on how strong and how alive it is, hear plants, trees in particular. That tree sounded like it had never had any kind of feeling or voice.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
It was honestly very unnerving because I've never felt anything like that.
Not even in other cemetery trees? I mean, I can't imagine they're very, like, lively places.
There's at least some feeling of existence.
Well, maybe you should come with me to the tree tomorrow.
I will, but I'm not going to like it.
Better than jail.
This is true.
And to answer your question, yeah. You've heard of Relatio. You know we're in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Do you know any of the folklore back there?
Do I know any of the folklore?
Give me a history check.
Okay. 18.
So I would say that you know some.
Was the Pukwudgie. Little forest creature. Protects the forests.
Oh, I'll be honest, the most I've heard about Relatio is that y'all are kind of homophobic assholes.
Well, that's rude. And not everyone is.
Oh, that's good. But they got these little, what'd you say, Puckawatchies?
Pukwudgies.
Puckwudgies.
They're folklore from the Native Americans up in that area.
Disaster recognize Pukwudgie.
I mean, give me a hiffaway thwack. Give me a hiffaway thwack.
17.
Yeah, I'd say that you've at least heard of Pukwudgie before. It's not the most unknown of the cryptids in America. And Bobbi, you could even remember too that it is generally a forest trickster spirit. It generally has little like porcupine spikes on its back. And Bobbi in particular, you remember there is a story where they used to be friends with humans, and eventually they got essentially jealous of a giant and attacked it, and the giant threw them just across the country.
Did you not make friends with your Puckwudgies?
Thought I didn't make friends. I thought I was the only one that could see them.
Oh. And you're not a very good conversationalist, so that had to be kind of hard.
Ooh, psychic damage.
And you're a bit too chipper for everything.
Hasn't failed me yet.
Okay, so I can listen to plants. Selwyn here can see at least Puckwudgies.
I've seen things before. So.
I just traveled around the country with my dads a lot, so I've just seen a lot.
What about you, Harlan?
I lived in a city.
I lived in a city.
I just
Got any special talents?
this wasn't the first time I saw the Bigfoot.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
We kind of had a conversation. This is kind of the reasons why I got on the bus. I needed to kind of get away from the wood.
I mean, you failed on that, but, good try.
Not doing very well on that one.
Yeah, I think we're deeper in the wood.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that this is we're gonna be here. It's gonna be a hell of a night.
And as you guys are talking, understanding that things are obviously very strange, eventually you decide you need to sort of settle down, try to get some sleep. But it's really hard because the cot is stiff, pillows are barely more than a sack of cotton, it smells like dust,
Also, there's 4 of us in one cell.
and one cot.
Someone just lies on the floor.
Yeah, Aster just takes her
Mhm.
top jacket off
Yep.
and just kind of rolls it.
Are
into a
you guys all
ball.
super polite and you give Bobbi the cot?
No, I was going to give Harlan the cot.
Yeah.
Bobbi knows how to sleep in the floor of a jail cell.
Shit, yeah.
She offers her coat to Harlan and is like, here, you're going to need this. It's not super comfortable, but it's better than the floor.
He was actually gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the two of you guys. Like, no, it's
Dude,
okay.
you've never been in jail before, have you?
No.
Take the cot.
Take the cot.
When someone offers you the cot, you take cot.
It's fine.
Harlan does not know how to feel right now.
Just Bobbi places her hand on his shoulder. Just lie down. It's okay. Use my coat. It's great for a blanket.
And as you lay down onto that horrible cot, the fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, eventually sleep takes you all. Not softly, not fully. It is a dreamless sleep. No thoughts, no images, just hours of blank nothing. And no matter how much you tossed and turned and tried to find someplace comfortable, you sleep like shit. Everybody please give me a Constitution save.
Oh, no.
9.
18.
17.
How you doing, Asta?
Just tell me what's going to happen.
You roll 1.
Oh, I rolled a 5.
Oh, sweet. Okay. It's all right. It's all right. Unfortunately, all of you don't get a full rest. It's not that time. It's a short rest because of the times that pass. The 2 that failed my Constitution check do take a point of exhaustion as you spend the night so wrapped up in what happened that you are hardly able to sleep. Harlan and Bobbi. Bobbi, you're used to it. Harlan, you know what? You got just a little bit of sleep because of these really sweet people who gave you the bed.
You're welcome.
You don't get a long rest, but you don't get a point of exhaustion either. And unfortunately, Selwyn and Aster, you do. In the new 2024 rules, a point of exhaustion just means that all of your ability scores are reduced by 2.
Oh.
And your speed is reduced by 5.
Oh.
So the big number on your ability scores is reduced by 2.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Ability score reduction by 2
I don't
until a long rest.
I don't like that. I'd rather just roll at disadvantage. Fuck.
Yeah, honestly.
Ooh.
And on that lovely note, we're going to end the session for today.
Yay.
And as you guys have your incredibly rough night in jail. Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me.
Bye.
Bye.
So grumpy. Well, remember to return so that we can hear me torture my players a little more. Yay! Okay, bye. Cozy Crypt is written and co-produced by me, Olivia Wake. Edited and co-produced by David Wake, with special thanks to Ramblin' Johnny for his sick fiddlin' tunes. If you enjoyed this, be sure to follow for future episodes at wherever you get your podcast. And check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Cozy Crypt D&D. That's D-N-D. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, we'll see you in the crypt.